And with this, we come to today's session, which is going to be our doubling the sales by spending 30 minutes a day. And what are these tools which can actually, or which can let you double the tools? We will now get to know about this from our dear founder, Sonil. And before I actually hand it over officially to Sonil, I would like to introduce Sonil. So Sonil, first of all, is a very, very dear friend. And he is, now I can talk about him. He is tech and textile entrepreneur with 20 years of experience in scaling business models from merchant trading, manufacturing, exports, retail D2C, and e-commerce. Recurring challenges of businesses and industry prompted him to look for modern day solutions. He's the founder of CEO of Sowtex, B2B tech platform for fashion and textile industry, digitizing businesses, portfolios, fast-track design development, and build community awareness. Sowtex is currently 15,000 plus business community from 10 countries engaging business for focus opportunities with offices in India, Bangladesh, Dubai, and is also the knowledge partner to associations like Buying Agents Association, Garment Export Association of Rajasthan, Noida Apparel Export Cluster, Tirupur Exporters Association, and many, many more. Sonin also holds dual master's degree from Australia and is currently upgrading his design thinking and innovation skills from RMIT and Columbia University, USA. He's an active networker on and co-convener of Textile and Garment Industrial Group of Jito, member of FICCI, ICC, IICCI, SEMA, and Exporters Club. Isn't that amazing? With this, I would like to welcome Sonil to take the conversation forward and tell us what he has in store for us from the Sowtex design, SowtexConnect, and Sowtex in totality. Over to you, Sonil.
Thank you so much, Gagan, for a wonderful introduction. And I absolutely am delighted to have members from the community to join us today for this session. Today's session is kind of quite intuitive to us because of the fact that it's been after a very long gap that we are having a Sowtex demo session live in front of the community. This is more towards from the fact that people who have been part of the community for a long time and for the people who joined in new should get updated as to what is happening in Sowtex. As Gagan rightly mentioned, we have already opened up 3 verticals which are in junction with Sowtex, which is Sowtex, Sowtex Design Lab, and SowtexConnect. Now, how these 3 verticals integrate with each other and how you can leverage to build up more connections and build more learning from your business, and how you can update your how you can update your business areas in different areas, right? From the manufacturing to exports, sales, finance. So be it any other areas, not only within the Sowtex, but also through our extended partners. So that is the kind of information that I'm trying to bring it onto you together. So I would just start from the Sowtex as a web application. I'm just sharing my screen. Today I will take the opportunity of sharing a live demo as to how, as a user, as a buyer, or as a seller, you can come and explore Sowtex applications and see how it can leverage you to grow your business. I'm just sharing my screen at the moment. So now I have just opened up Sowtex website. Now Sowtex website, as most of you have known with the fact that you've already visited. So what you see on Sowtex website is a live set of categories. There are about 48 categories which are live on Sowtex website, and these categories serve the complete value supply chain. So whether it is the machinery, the garments, home furnishings, to fabrics, films, accessories, yarn sourcing, machinery, whether it is within the machinery, you have the apparel machinery or the industrial machinery, or you're looking out for the right consulting partners. So as a part of the complete ecosystem, you get to see everything and you discover everything on Sowtex. It's a community which is having end-to-end supply chain. Now, I'm starting up with showcasing the first tab on the screen. Now, this is where you see all the 48 categories on the system. So the categories, as I mentioned out, it covers practically every aspect of supply chain in the model, whether it is laces, mannequins, ribbons, pins, buttons, fabrics, hangers, anything and everything that you're looking out for, you can discover it here. Uh, to ease the discovery part, we have created a very specific filter section in this. Now, the specific filter section means that you don't have to worry about discovering what community and where it is. So it is directly on the left hand side. When you come on the category page, you have the complete set
Sonil,
of
uh,
information. Yeah.
Sonil, would you? I think the voice is a little not very clear. It's getting a little blur. Maybe you can try it without the
Okay.
earbuds, like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Without the
Um,
earbuds, maybe it's actually
sure.
the voice only, not the camera. Camera is absolutely okay.
Okay.
But I think probably the voice is getting a little blur. Yeah.
So is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just start it again. So what I'm sharing with you is the set of complete information about the products. So the complete products information is available on the category page. And once you come on the category page, you have all these products coming and showcasing it to you here, live. Now on these live products, which you can see, there is a specially designed filtration system where we have eased out the product search for the users, wherein you can come and see all the products on the left hand side. So whether it is buckles, so you just press the buckles and the buckles category will show up. Now all this category will show up, all kind of buckles and the members which are listed from the buckles category. You can go a further search wherein not only buckles, if you want to go a further detailing, a sub category in the buckles, let's say you want to go for only metal buckles, it will only show the metal buckles. If you're looking out for, let's say, hook dog buckles, it will only show hook dog buckles. So intuitiveness of discovery has been created, and then there is further discovery on the sizes, the content, the color in the finish, even country. So if there are products which are listed from different countries, like now we have the product listed from Bangladesh, from Sri Lanka, from China. So if there are manufacturers from these countries and they've uploaded their products, you can just simply use the country and then upload the products. You can further go down and even make sure that these products can be further be understood and can be also be developed. Where you can search the products not only by the names but also by their brands. So, for example, now I've come to the bead section, and you want to know which all brands have showcased their products in the public space. So all the companies which are showcasing their products in the public domain, you can see their brand. So let's say if you put on the Galaxy Beach, their Galaxy Beach collection will show up. You want to pick up any other company which is there, you can pick up. So it is by the search of a brand, by the same search of the country, the location. So you can have an intuitiveness. That's the beauty of how the discovery can be made things. Further to the fact that because for our industry, the major raw material, the major component of our raw material when we make the finished goods, whether it is garments or the home textiles, the major component is the fabrics. And in the fabric section, what we have done is, and in the fabric section, what we have done is that the component of the product that we choose, it only shows those kind of products coming into the fabric section. Okay, so I was at the women's fabric. Okay, there you go. So in the women's wear category, you want to go and search for the women's wear category. It will showcase the designs from the women's category. And in further, when you go intuitive into the designs, you can click into the design. It will take you on the product page of the design. It is like a print. Now, this is a print which has been showcased by the company. It shows the product print of the design. It shows the name. So if you are logged in as a user and you are a paid user, so as a logged in user, you can actually also see the detailing of the product. The detailing of the product is on the right side of the screen. the product information, the description is mentioned, the minimum order quantity which is required, that is mentioned. What are the similar products being showcased by the same company? Even that information is also visible. So all that information is shown on this. And in case if the company is showcasing different images, so as a user, as a supplier user, if the product is being showcased by the user, you can see different images. You can always increase the size of the image. You can see what is the proportion of the image. So all this has been made intuitive in the fact that the product discovery and the product ease has been there. So as I shared with you, this is on the design side. Now the same thing is you have different tabs on the website, which is talking about the open inquiries, ready stocks, available capacities, knowledge center, featured companies, and much more. So there is a lot of information which is available here. Now, before I go here, I want to just quickly share one one important area to make this entire knowledge and to make your experience of search and discovery on Sowtex easier. We have created a special section wherein you can log in as a user. So as a company, it's since what we have created is an open community. So anyone who is part of the community can log in and enter Sowtex. So when you enter Sowtex, you get a dashboard like this. So there is a unique dashboard which is available to all the users, even if you are trying it for the first time, you are a trial user or a paid user or a premium member of the platform. The dashboard remains the same. So the dashboard gives you a clear understanding exactly as to what is happening on the platform. Also, it also gives you much more intuitive information of what, as a user, you would like to see on the platform. So when we create this dashboard, the basic information of the product of a user is being captured in the first interface. Now, this captured information helps you to personalize your content to what you would like to see as a user or as a business. So when I go to the profile page, now I would like to share a profile page information wherein the information is actually talking about um, information is talking about the personal information about the user. It is talking about what the user is, what his membership plans are, as a company, what they are doing. So it is talking about the company's details, a basic profile about the company, selling category, the reviews that you may get, and the payment history. So as a user, you get to see all this information together. Gagan, I would just request you to let me know in case if my voice is clear to all the user.
So, Sonal, I think there is some challenge which we're facing, I think, with regards to the voice is getting a little blurred. Maybe you can just adjust your laptop a bit so we
Okay.
can.
Okay. Sorry. Is it clear now?
It looks better. Yes, yes. You can
Okay.
actually switch on your camera. That is, I think, that is not the problem.
Okay.
But,
Sorry.
yeah.
So thank you so much for sharing. Now I think the information is clear to everyone now. So let me, in case if there is anything I missed out, please let me know. I will come back on the questions here. So what I was sharing out to you was the fact that what we've created in the personalized dashboard. The personalized dashboard is available to all the users who log on to the platform. Since as we community, we have created an open-ended platform. So as a user, anyone and everyone who can be part of, who wants to understand what the Sowtex platform and the application will do for it, you just have to simply log into it. And once you log into the user as a person, so once you log into the user as a user, you get a personalized information. Now this personalized information helps you to connect on two sides. It gives you an information as to what is relevant to you as a business. So for example, when you have logged on, the main thing what it is required is the profile. I've just shared it to you, but I'm just repeating once more for some of you who have just missed out on my conversation earlier, there is a personal information which talks about the user, its business, a bit of information about the company, what the company does, and the selling category. The selling category is the primary area which helps the user to understand what information from the platform is relevant for you. So as a supplier, as a buyer, there is certain things that you would like to do. So as a seller, you would like to have information which is relevant to your business. Since we are an open community platform, as a business, as a platform, we share a lot of open leads which are coming into the ecosystem, because we are a ecosystem of 15,000 businesses. So we have business opportunities which have been coming on the platform on a daily basis. Daily, we get about 100 plus inquiries. So depending upon the category and subcategory of the users which are listed and the person who is profiled it, the inquiries have been floated to them. So it's a completely data-driven business model where people get to see the opportunity which is based on the business that they have input into the system. So if you are a business which is doing women's wear, you will only get leads for women's wear. If your business doing fabrics, woven fabric, you will get only the woven fabric. But if you're doing a multiple category business, you are doing fabrics, garments, and let's say yarn also, you have the option of getting all the three category leads into your funnel. So how you now see to the funnel as to how you track the leads into the funnel is through the lead square. On the left hand side of this dashboard, you see there is an open lead option, where you see there is an open lead section which shows that how many leads are available to the user in that particular category. So the one which I have opened up as a demo dashboard has got three categories into this. It has got menswear, women's wear, and the kids wear. So all the leads which are leading to the men's wear, kids wear, and the women's wear are coming to this dashboard. So in case if the user is into the fabrics, let's say woven fabrics and knitted fabrics, so he would be getting the leads only for woven and knitted fabric. Now, these are all the open leads. So as a user, a person can go look into the leads, see for yourself as to what kind of leads are coming in, whether the leads are relevant to you or not as a business, depending upon your size and scale of the business, small, medium, large. You have the quantities which are coming in. So if the quantities are relevant to you, you can simply come and go and say accept. So once the inquiries are been accepted, the leads can get accepted and it will come to your My Leads funnel. So My Lead funnel is the leads which you have accepted on the platform. So this is an information, again, as I mentioned now to you, it is much more intuitive in terms of how information is flowing into you as a user, what kind of information is there. Secondly, in case if there are products which are listed on the platform, which I will just come back on that particular area also. But if you have products coming in, the leads on your products are also been there. So those are not the open lead, but those are personalized leads which are there on the products and is given only to the user whose products are publicly open on the platform. So as a buyer, people come from various cities, countries to come and browse the products for them. The moment they see the product and it is unique for them and it is important for them, they put a lead to that company and the lead only comes to that company whose products is listed on the platform. Now, to create your own products and how to put more products onto the platform is a section which is on the first side where it is showing the My Products. In the My Products section, you have Add New Products. The Add New Products give the option to the user to upload the product in the category of what in which he's already listed his business. So for example, as I mentioned, this business, the current user is into the kids wear. So he can upload the product in the kids wear, women's wear, and the men's wear in the three categories which his business is already listed. And in that, then he can pick up in what is the subcategory of products. For example, in the kids wear, you have the girls top, you go to the girls top, you can put your article number, MOQ, content, color, finishes. And here we have further inclusiveness or to the business, wherein if you want to make it public, you can make the product public, which can be seen by anyone on the platform. Or if you want your product to stay within your own business and you keep it on the private space where you and your team wants to see it. Only you can make it on the private interface where it will be you and your team can see it. The description on the product images, you can upload up to 5 images of your product. We made it further inclusive and intuitive to the businesses where, because sometimes they end up creating a lot of products, a lot of designs and everything. So we have given a very internal mechanism, a small section, which is called internal costings. So in case if you want to, let's say, put in a costing of a product, you can put it over here. Now this information is only available to you as a business. So whatever you put in, you can get to access this information of internal costing only you as a user or to your team members who are linked to your profile, whom you have given the access in your business. So those members can only see your things. So it is like a relevant thing. So instead of writing the costing of the product on pages and registers and referring it after seasons or after months or after years, this is an information bank which we've created where the information can be retrieved at any point of time whenever you put it. It's all database information, all on the cloud servers. Anytime you want to go and access that information, it is readily available. So once the information is uploaded, the information is uploaded here. So as a product, the product information can be viewed. You can see the product has been listed with multiple images. You can see now you can edit the image. The same information which you have uploaded earlier can be edited further. You can have further designs, you can add, you can edit, you can update your costing. So anything that you want to do on this is kind of available to you. So all that information and opportunity is available to you. Further going to the fact that you have the lead coming in, you have can upload your products, and the third area is the inquiries. So as a business which is into textile, you always have a need for sourcing something, especially the raw materials. If you're a finished goods manufacturer, whether it's garments or it is home textile or made-ups, you end up sourcing a lot of products or materials in your system, whether it is fabric, trims, and accessories. If you are a fabric manufacturer, you end up maybe sourcing the yarn, the trims and to be used, or maybe the dyeing, printing machinery. So for any user, so as a user, you can both be a buyer also and you can be a supplier also. So as a platform, since it's an open community, we've given a user an option of working on both the sides as a buyer also and supplier also. So even if you are a manufacturer, and sometimes we know in our industry, we are having excess capacity or we do not have the capacity, we are overloaded with the orders and the business, and we're looking out for partners to help us out, we can always outsource the materials and outsource the products onto the platform. So from here, you go to an inquiry section. What you see here, once you go to an inquiry section, in the inquiry section, you can float open inquiries. In the open inquiries section, you have a complete form which opens up. So when you say add inquiry, so you see here, this is an inquiry add section where you have different categories where you can source. So irrespective of what category you are listed in, you can still go out and source the product across 48 categories. You can be a garment manufacturer and source fabric, trims, accessories. You can be a fabric manufacturer, but still source for garments. So that is the option which is available, because the dynamics of the business and the requirements of the business keeps on changing. So we've given a complete flexibility on the platform. So as a user, you can come and source anything. For example, now I'm just taking an example of, let's say you want to source hangers on the platform. Within the hangers, there are different kind of hangers you can source, from metal hangers to jacket hangers, garment hangers. So if you have a specific understanding of what you're looking out for, you can put that specific category. Let's say you're putting a jacket hangers. Vendors, this is a further intuitiveness which we built in, wherein you have vendors which are open vendors, my vendors, and both the vendors. So as a user, you can list and link your vendors to the profile of yours. I will show you a little later as to how you can link your own vendors to the profile. But the idea is you have an option and a flexibility to source from within your own set of vendors or look for open vendors, both the sides, or you have the flexibility of opening up and looking for a open vendor base, which is both your own vendors as far as the open vendors. So the flexibility it gives you is the fact that instead of sending the messages down to different users, whether it is your 5 set of main suppliers and you want to check the prices from the market. So as a sourcing head or as a business owner, you can go ahead and check the prices in the open market. You will have the flexibility of checking the price on the open market from both the vendors. So one information gives you an information is getting shared to all the vendors in one go. Rather than sending emails and WhatsApp to different members, you are doing it in one go already. Here we have further specification of location. Now, in this particular section, you're seeing 3 names, India, Bangladesh, and China, because of the fact that in the jacket hangers category, we have the suppliers from India, Bangladesh, and China who are listed on the platform. If there are suppliers for more than these countries which are there, it will show you those countries as well. So let's say you want to buy only from China. You have the option of clicking on China, putting in your quantity, even adding up your own image. You can have your own image of hanger, which you can pick up from your own gallery. You can pick up, let's say, I pick up this image of hanger and I upload it. The image comes in here. And then you want to put in the response time. I want the response to be immediate, within a day, 3 days, or 7 days. That can be done with the target price. If you have any target price, you can put it. Payment terms, specification of the hangers. The specification can be size, color, shape, content, lead time, any kind of specification you want to put it. And after putting this information, the moment you put this submit, it will go to all the hangers manufacturers who are doing jacket hangers only in China. So it does not give you the information does not go to India and Bangladesh. It only goes to China. But in case if you want to select all the countries, you have the option of all the countries. You want to select 2 countries, you have the option of picking up the 2 countries. So once the information is submitted, the inquiry is then floated, and the inquiry lands into this category called managed inquiry. In the managed inquiry section, your inquiry will be shown here. And once this inquiry is shown here, it will show you how many members have got the inquiry, how many members have reached, how many members to how many users this inquiry has been floated, how many people have responded to the inquiry, what are the price quotations and everything. Particularly in this demo section, since there is no inquiry been floated, so you're seeing the blank data. But normally you get to see the data of the people in terms of inquiry. So the funnel goes in 2 ways. One is intuitiveness of the inquiries. On what day the inquiry has been floated, how many people have responded, how many people have received the inquiry, and what are the price quotations coming in. Further, it also gives you an option of showcasing the complete information about the comparison, the product comparison of what all the prices are coming from different vendors, what is from your existing vendors or from your new vendors coming. And further, as we go, we are talking about the ready stock. As a business, we understand because of the textile and the fashion business, there is always stocks which are lying in our warehouses, which normally are not there in the limelight, or people always end up ignoring it. So what we do is we created a complete tracking mechanism where you can add your stocks here. So it gives you a more intuitive information in terms of what your stocks are. Now, as a business, of course, there is the requirement of why we should be adding the stocks here, because first it gives you a 2 side of benefits. In case if the stocks are lying in your warehouse, normally what we have seen is 95% of the businesses do not have the information of what stocks are lying in the warehouse. Yes, we have a lot of organized setups now who have got the ERP systems, but a lot of businesses are still working on that conventional registered based system where for every information that you want to refer out to, you go and call that person and you ask for what is the stock lying in that particular product. And he will go back, scan into the register and look into it. What we have created here is a digital interface where you can actually input the complete data, uh, again by categories, which category of the stock is lying. As a garment business, you have stocks lying in the garments, in the fabrics, in the trims and accessories. So you can put up your stocks here. Let's say in the button section, you are having, let's say, a chalk button which are lying with you. If there is an article number, you can put it there. You can put your quantities, your specific unit of which it is there. It can be in gross, it can be in meter, in pieces, and whatever ways you want to upload the information. The price. So this price is an opportunity which we opened up on the platform. Now this offer price is wherein you can make this stock live on the platform also and open it to the community, because it is a stock. Sometimes the stocks have been lying with you because the orders have got cancelled, or it was excess ordered, or it was wrongly ordered, or for whatever reason the stock got, you ordered for 100 growers, but 10 grows of buttons are lying due to whatever reasons. So now that the stock is lying there, will be lying in your warehouse. So rather than putting it in the warehouse, put it on the system here. It gives you a flexibility of, first of all, bringing that stock in front of your eyes. So at any point of time, you want to open up and see if there is a button stock which was lying in my warehouse, what is the information about that? So it gives you the complete information of the stock. You have the option of making it public or private. You want to keep your stock private, completely an option given to the user. Should they want to make it public, it gives them the flexibility of liquidating that stock. Now, I just want to take an example of a cluster like Noida, right? Because I see in the room we have about 6-7 members from Noida cluster today, and we have some members from Jaipur cluster also. So what it gives you is the fact that once you have a stock lying in your factory, the people from your other areas, from your surrounding region, can also see the stock which is available. And if it is the stock available in Jaipur, you are looking in, your factory is in Jaipur, the stock is available in Jaipur, and a person can be a fellow factory neighbor next door or a fellow manufacturer in Jaipur who is looking out for a stock button, and he finds there is a ready stock available in your factory. He can discover you on the platform if you make it public. You may put in your offer price. So there is a flexibility. Let's say you bought it for 3 rupees. You want to now sell it for 2 rupees, 2 rupees 50 paisa, or let's say 1 rupee, whatever is the price that you want to just put it on the price. So it gives you a flexibility to the other side of the user to take it further. Upload the image, upload the size, everything. So once the stock has been there, the stock information is there, and then same way we have the capacity. You can upload your capacities. You can shortlist the products on the platform. The information is here. You can manage your vendors. Vendors, like you can add your existing vendors. You can upload your existing vendors. You can even start creating e-catalogs, manage your teams, e-learnings. So considering that we don't have too much of time here, so the team is just saying we don't want to get into too much of detail. So I'm just kind of wrapping up this particular section. But it is the information which is available on the website. The same information, if you open up through an app, the same information gets opened up on the app also. So on the go, anywhere you are, the information is available to you on your phone. So your complete stock portfolios are on your phone. You don't have to go back. So that's the information that you bought in from Sowtex. Now I would like to, since the extension of this model is created in such a way where we're creating a partnership collaboration between these textile supply chain and the manufacturer. So fabric trims, people are listed, their products are listed, the manufacturers are listed. What we have created further as an extension model is design labs. A design lab is a tool which we have created with Tuka Tech. Now it is a very, very unique tool which we have added up with the platform, which gives you additional benefits of, without even buying a physical product, whether it is fabric, whether it is trim, how you can use the information which is available live on the platform and take it to the take it to the community. You can create your own virtual designs, windows. And I would like to invite Kathy to showcase this complete information of the design tool, and then we will take it up back on that. Over to you, Kathy.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. So I'm just sharing my screen. So this screen, the screen you see is Sowtex Design Lab. This is the web page where you can get started with this solution. So Sowtex Design Lab is a amalgamation of two different platforms, which is Sowtex and Tukatech. Sowtex, as we just saw, is a B2B platform for the entire supply chain of the textile ecosystem, and Tukatech is the technology partner. So this solution is based on the aim of the solution is to digitize the whole process and fast track the sampling process. I'll just share a video, small video, to give a brief about it.
With Sowtex design resources and Tukatech technology. This is the world's first digital platform where everyone in the supply chain collaborates with real data. Design, develop, approve, show, sell, and then make your product. Instead of starting from a sketch, pattern, or physical sample, start from digital fashion design templates. Choose from Tukatech's library of ready-made 3D garments, or find the model you want to design for, then shop styles made to fit that model. Bring the blank garment into the Tuka 3D Designer Edition visualizer software. Browse dozens of fabrics and trims categories in the Sowtex materials catalog. These high-quality images represent physical materials, so you can achieve the exact same look in real-life production. Create colorways with these digital materials and visualize the results instantly. Integrate with your favorite graphic design software and view multiple colorways at the same time. Create 3D line sheets to share styles and feedback before physical sampling, or even use 3D renders as visuals for your e-commerce site. When you're ready to go to production, purchase the 2D CAD pattern for the style for only $5. Do any pre-production work in the intuitive Tuka CAD software for pattern making, grading, and marker making. Order physical fabrics and trims on the Sowtex site and get ready to make your visualization a reality. Instead of spending several weeks and thousands of dollars on the cost of development, design new products with material variations in only a couple of hours. Reverse the development process. Think differently.
So as we saw in this video, how the process is reduced and digitized in a short format, I'll just take you through the steps. The design solution is made with fashion designers, apparel manufacturers, fashion brands, trim manufacturers, and stockists and merchants in mind. The first step for this design solution is going to be the Sowtex website. As we go onto the website, you can see here, this is the website. There are 48 plus textile categories, trims and fabrics you just saw in the demo. We go to the dashboard, and this is the dashboard. For shortlisting the fabric, we go to woven fabrics or any category you want. For this, let's say, for an example, I'm taking woven fabrics. I choose a fabric from here. And when the fabric loads, you can just straight away download the image and save it to your system to use for the designing purposes. And the important step here is to shortlist the product so that you can backtrack the whole process later when you move to production stage. So when you go to the fabric, you can see this is a This image is made by our design lab team, which has a measurement added so that the motifs and repeats and scales are all perfect. You can just go ahead and download this image to your system and use it for designing. Don't forget to shortlist the product here so that when you are later ready for production, you can backtrack the whole process. You can go to your dashboard, go to the shortlisted products, and there you can see the product you shortlisted. Find it here, click on the I button next to it, and here you can see the whole product. To find the product again, you just have to copy the product code since this is unique to every product, and paste it in the search bar, and it will take you straight away to the product. The second step of this solution is the Tuka website, where you choose the silhouette for which you are designing, since the raw material selection is complete. For that, you log into the website, go to Marketplace 3D Garments. Here you can see it is a marketplace of 3D assets. Assets are the styles you see on the screen. This has a library of 700 plus assets in 40 different categories. And these assets are uploaded and updated every week. So let's say I go to Kurta Pajama from here, and you can see there are different kinds of assets. Let's say I choose this one. Here you can see the complete details. You can see the front back image of the product. You can see the measurements, and there you can see two different files. So the e-design file is a 3D file which we are concerned with. You can add it to cart. And once you add it to cart, you can straight away go and purchase it. Every asset, it costs $5, which is a one-time fee, so that you can design for lifetime. You have access to that asset. And the second part you see here is the 2D garment. This comes into play when you are done with designing, approvals and everything, and you are going into production. Then this comes into play. 2D garment, when you purchase this, you get a DXF file, which is applicable on all the CAD pattern making softwares, the marker making softwares. And the third step is the actual designing process. So for that, I have a short video which shows the designing process for a t-shirt, but it's the same process for every style.
Getting started. Tuka 3D DE Visualizer is a cloud-based application that allows you to visualize your own prints and motifs on various 3D garments. Click on the Tuka 3D DE Visualizer icon. Enter your email under username, then enter your password. Check the Remember Password option if you would like the application to open immediately the next time you use it. Click OK. The Tuka 3D DE Visualizer is now open. Click on Load to add a 3D asset. The application comes with a library of free assets to get started with. Find the assets in the C drive under Tuka Data and Tuka 3D Data. Choose from men's or women's styles. Choose from a variety of tops and bottoms. Select an e-design file and click Open. To start applying different colors and prints, click on the Texture tab. Select an area of the 3D asset to start editing. Click on the Color drop-down to select a color from the library. Click on More Colors, then define Custom Colors to select from a wider range of options or to enter an RGB code. After a color is selected, click on Add to Custom Colors, then click OK. To reset the colors, select a part of the garment and click on Delete or Delete All. Select and apply colors from the built-in Pantone library. The DE Visualizer also allows you to apply custom prints. Select an area of the 3D asset and click on Apply in the Texture toolbar. Select an image file and click Open. You can also drag and drop prints onto the asset and select Apply as Print. Delete or delete all to reset the garment. Click onto All in the Texture toolbar to apply a print to all the pieces. Change the various values to adjust the scale, position, and rotation of an applied print. Click on Reset to reset any adjustments made. Tuca 3D DE Visualizer is also compatible with graphic design software. A PNG image of a flat layout of the 3D garment is provided for each style. The images can be found in the Asset Library or Tuca 3D data. Open the PNG image in the graphic design software of your choosing and edit the image. Save the colorway as a new PNG image. Select the garment and apply the new PNG image. Adjustments or new colorways can be visualized in only a few minutes. Tuca 3D DE Visualizer can be used with software like Adobe Photoshop and even Microsoft Paint. Visualize multiple 3D assets at one time. Apply different colorways to the same garment or different garments. This function allows quick comparisons that can be shared internally or with customers. Click on the Render tab. Render images directly in the software to use for presentations or approvals. Explore your creativity with the Tuca 3D DE Visualizer and bring your designs to life.
So as we saw in this video, it is very easy to create these whole design collections in just a few hours. And what it does for you is it can bring your designs to life, and it doesn't require any sampling resources, no infrastructure is required, and it helps you visualize your designs in under 60 minutes. You can access Sowtex design library and get a wide range of designs and raw materials, fabrics, trims, accessories to choose from. It saves your time in making the designs and fetching approvals. You can save R&D costs and only proceed after the client approves the designs. This will also help in reducing the wastage and reducing our carbon footprint. The closure rate is higher because let's say you were able, while physical sampling, you are able to show, let's say 30 designs to a client. And when you are doing everything digitally, you can show as many as minimum 100 designs you can show. And when the percentage of designs increases, the closure rate also increases. The features are, it is an easy to learn software since it's level 1. It's specially made for people who have never used 3D designing before, who are starting to use it, who want to get into the global market. It is editable in any design software of your choice, Illustrator, Photoshop, CorelDRAW, or even Microsoft Paint. You can play around with Pantone colors. It has a built-in Pantone library. And as we know, Pantones are the international currency of colors. The growth, fit, and designs are accurate. How do we know these are accurate? Because with every design, we get a mini tech pack. I'll just share my screen. It has a mini tech pack. Is my screen visible? The Excel sheet?
No, Kathy, Excel sheet is not visible. You can reshare your screen, please.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So as you see here, this is a mini tech pack, which is available with every design piece. And what this has, it has a piece list where you can see all the pieces in a design. This is for the same kurti I showed you in the Tuca web. The measurement sheet, the pattern card, model measurements for whom the garment was made, and the fabric details. This shows that the whole process is very accurate, the fit is accurate, everything is accurate. Coming back to the features, you can create virtual mood boards. For that, I'll just like to show, first of all, I'd like to show the 3D version of a garment that we have created using the same fabric and the same asset. As you can see here, you can visualize it in a 3D format from all angles. And this was the pattern that was created for it. When I said it is editable in any design software, the graphic editing softwares, this was created in an editing software. And this is how the pattern turned out. And when we say presentation wise, it increases your possibilities. You can create mood boards. I'll just share a mood board. So this is the mood board that we have created, where you can see the fabrics here, you can see the color scheme, you can see the garment, the logos and everything you can put, and you can create mood boards. It enhances your presentation style, and that will automatically make it even more, the users will appreciate it more. And so coming back to the hello, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are,
yes,
Kathy.
you are.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So coming back to the solution, what we are aiming to do is we are aiming to reduce the sampling time from 3 weeks to 3 hours. This is a small comparison we have. The number of steps alone can show how effective the solution is. And what this includes is the Sowtex Design Lab, Tuka 3D Visualizer, which is the software, 5 assets from Tuka Web, which are complementary. These assets are in addition to the 8 assets which are by default there with the software. So in total, you get a total of 13 assets and a self-learning course. Along with this, as a special offer, we also have the Sowtex Cloud membership included with it. So all this is available at a price of $499. And just to show how the users are liking it, I have a small testimonial from our users.
For years, Khadi has been a prominent brand in their home country of Pakistan, as well as in the Middle East and Europe. When we met them, they were planning to expand into new markets, and we saw an opportunity to help them achieve their goal by introducing digital design and development to their studio.
So previously, all our fashion pattern making was done manually, where the designer was plotting it themselves, cutting the paper patterns, and then it would go for production. And we saw a lot of fit issues, grading issues, because when you work manually, it differs the hand of the designer to, small little minute differences were coming in your fit and your grading. So when we were introduced to Tuka Tech, which is a digital pattern making technology, it was very challenging for us as a design team to firstly embrace it. But when we did, we saw what a huge difference it makes to the process, where there is no hand cutting involved, there is no manual patterns involved, everything is digitalized, everything is made on the computer to the right size, the right fit, the right grading is happening, and it makes the production and the people there, their lives much simpler, because they have digitalized patterns to work on, and it eliminates the human margin of error that occurs when you manually make patterns. So it's been wonderful for us to have the ability to work with such technology and really educate our designers in what is happening in the world of fashion, and it's sort of elevated us as a company that we are using now the right procedures and right technologies for our fit, for our gradings, everything to be more correct and precise for our consumer.
The real beauty of the process is cloud-empowered collaboration, so the designers can focus on creativity rather than getting involved with administrative or operational issues.
this was one of the users who started to adopt the technology and are moving forward with the world. And with that, I end my presentation. If you want any more information, you can go ahead and check out our webpage, which is designlab.sowtex.com. You can put in an inquiry here to book a demo, or you can just check out the whole website. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy, for sharing that information with us. And as a measure of what the technology has to offer, is a simple process, and it works from two sides. When we look at the ecosystem, and we look at two sides of the stakeholders. One side we have the fabric mills, we have the trims manufacturers who have their designs which are sometimes not put into the proper use. And here we have the designers who can actually access this website, go to Sowtex website, pick up the virtual designs, use to-cut tools, create 3D sheets, present to the customers. And when the products are ready and they're accepted based on the color, designs, combination, and silhouettes, then you go back and start doing a physical sampling. So it is just a measure of working towards sustainability area, making the processes much more efficient, and ideally to one side of the fact that we are reducing the wastage, which actually goes into a lot of, in the product development stage. So that's what the integration has been done along with Tukatech and Sowtex together. Now, just to sum up the today's session, I would take about another 5 more minutes to talk about our new initiative called SowtexConnect. Now, SowtexConnect is another important initiative where what we have brought to the table is a combination of information awareness, which is available on the platform. What you see here on the screen right now is SowtexConnect. Now, this is the information which we have been sharing in the last 18 months altogether, since the time when we went with the lockdown, and we had a lot of webinars, talk shows, conclaves, and discussion as to what all is happening, a lot of engagement with the experts. So what we thought was the fact that why not create information which is much more intuitive and people can go back and access that information again and again. We have been always getting a lot of information right now also with some of the users right on this session that please send us the recording of this session. Yes, to your liking, the fact Sowtex has created a property called SowtexConnect where you can actually see information of and the videos of all the sessions that Sowtex has. In the last 18 months, we had over 100 plus sessions. So all that recording has been created onto one single website, so you don't have to go anywhere. So this application is called SowtexConnect. What it does is give you an access to information. So as we all know, we Sowtex as a platform has been doing series of initiatives on Sowtex on networking meets, knowledge sessions, fireside chats, tech information session, and the business growth sessions. So all this information is there. There is a set of events which are available. There is a whole lot of events, as Gagan has just mentioned out earlier in his initial presentation, that you can visit to the session. So all this information is available here, right on this single website. It also has the information of the past event, the complete set of information which is there on the past event. You can access the complete information here. You can go to the past event section. The complete information is here along with their videos of what happened in that session, what was the discussion happened. So all information we have collated together and we brought you onto one single platform. Apart from this, what we also have is access to the consultants and the experts that Sowtex has brought in the last few months in front of you through this session. So now you can go and access all the information and connect with the experts live. So there's the special way of connecting this. I'll just take you through that. And then we have the association, channel partners who are part of it, the learnings, people who keep coming back and learning, and then testimonials coming in from the people and the value proposition as a user. So just to quickly share in terms of how you can connect with a consultant. As a access to the consultants, since these consultants are coming from different domains, very specialized domains, Gagan, who is the lead consultant and a business head at Sowtex, is also a consultant in the marketing domain. You can connect with Gagan live through this session. So what we have created is a proper gateway as to how you can connect with consultants in different domains, whether it is on the sales, marketing, human resources, automation, manufacturing excellence, smart factory 4.0. So you have series of consultants that you can do it. You can just come, simply do a search here, putting a name of the consultant that you would like to know, and the consultant name will show up. If you want to choose by the topic, let's say you want to go by the sales consultant chart, so you get to see only the sales consultant. So based on the topics as well as from the names, you can actually narrow down your search, or you can access the consultant. So the information itself, you have a complete detailed information of the consultant also. Now this information which showcases about the core expertise of a consultant, his experience, his knowledge, his area of interest, how many events that he has done. This area is just getting further updated. How many reviews he's got, what kind of reviews are there from different customers. The client videos are coming up here. Previous training session videos are coming up here. So a lot is coming up in the pipeline. Now, the access is, if you want to connect with a consultant, we have created a proper channel gateway where you can schedule a 60 minutes, a 60 or a 90 minutes call for a very reasonable price of just $50. Yeah, $50 is about 3,500 rupees in INR. But for this amount, you can actually connect to a consultant. You want to also, in case if you want to show an expression of interest, you can simply fill up the small information about your name, company name, phone number, and what you would like to connect with the consultant upon. Just put your expression of interest, and team at SowtexConnect will connect you to the consultant, schedule a joint calls, make sure the video call is there, and you guys connect. As a community, you connect right with the consultant. So this we have done with the entire set of consultant. The complete gateway has been created here, and complete information of the consultant is all coming on the platform. This is all we launched it last week, but all information is further getting added up, and all is coming up here. Further, what we have also had is the fact that there is a complete learning. So all videos on the learning, the fireside chat to the information, the snippet videos, all it has been added up here in this particular section. So again, we're simply just putting up the search, whether it is the event, time, consultant, or anything that you would like to, then just put in your simple search and that information will show up here. So it is very, very conveniently been done. And this entire information has been curated in a way which helps the community to come back and learn back the information again and again. Now, to make this information much more simpler and process much more easier, we've also created a login area. A person who is, the moment he registered with the platform or is registering for any of the events of Sowtex, you simply have to create a one-time login here. And once the one-time login has been done, you get a personalized dashboard. So a personalized dashboard will show up here, and once the personalized dashboard shows, you have an access to the information of the event. So I'm sorry about the fact that I'm not remembering the password of the demo, and it's my mistake. But once you open up, you have a same dashboard like the one which I showed you in the Sowtex area. You have a personalized dashboard where you have the information of which all events you have attended, which all events are coming in the next, how many people are registered for that event. If you want to leave reviews and any kind of reviews about the events or your feedbacks about the events, you can simply come and share that reviews. So I'll quickly take on one of the sessions for you, like the one which I'm sharing here. So in this session, if you want to leave out reviews, so like the one which has been left out by Harsh Shah of Surat, Gujarat. So he's left a review here. Similarly, you can go back to the session. Once the session finishes, an automated email will come to you, which asking you about your experience in the session. Just leave your reviews, and reviews are here. The reviews can also be backtracked and added up into your funnel on the backside as a dashboard. So tomorrow you want to change your reviews, you want to give your ratings to the person. And we would like to understand, once you engage with a consultant, how is your feedback? How has been your experience? So that when somebody else from the community goes back and connects with the consultant, he knows what the reviews and ratings of the consultants are, what has been the experience. So it works on both the sides, where the community gets to understand this concept better, and people can go back and connect with the consultant faster. And here we have all been automated on this particular process. And very soon we are automating and creating all three verticals of Sowtex, Sowtex Design Labs, and SowtexConnect into one single interface. We've started creating a mechanism where people can have a very holistic view as to what they can, as a business, optimize it. So as we rightly said in the beginning of the session, just spend 30 minutes on Sowtex and you get to see the business opportunities which are there, what is happening on the learning side, what are the new products which are coming in, how you can optimize on creating the products. If there are stocks that as a business you want to buy or sell, you can do that. Or you want to connect with the new opportunities, new consultants, new sharing, new knowledge. All that has been there right on this itself. So with this, I would like to end my today's presentation. I hope it was useful, and there is a value which can be taken out from this particular area.
Well, thank you so much, Sonal, for this great explanation. And of course, thank you so much, Khyati, for detailing out our Sowtex Design Lab. I see today that it's an amalgamation of three powerful tools which we have built up for the community over the past few months. And now all what we're trying to do is that we are trying to create one ecosystem for you all, so that you come on the platform and do seamless business in buying and supplying. That's number one. Along with that, you are also able to interact with your customers after you've got the leads from here. You're also able to interact with your customers by sending out samples to them with the design tools, what Khyati mentioned to you. And of course, once you scale up and you have challenges with scaling up, you can actually come to Sowtex for advice from the consultants which we have on board. And these consultants are there from all walks of business, whether it is quality, whether it is lean factory, whether it is manufacturing, whether it is marketing, whether it is sales. That is what Sowtex is trying to give it to you, an ecosystem whereby you can come to Sowtex at each level of your business, before you start business, while you are doing business, and after you have completed business for expansion. Every single place you can be here. And this, in real terms, Sowtex means for us what we intend to do for you all. And with this, I would like you to request at this point of time, if you liked our session today, first of all, tell us how it was. There are, if you see Team Sowtex, our sub team has put in the link for review. Okay, just click on that review. It takes us 3 seconds, actually 2 or 3 seconds, for you to go onto that link and click how, just put a star if you can, and tell us how you liked today's session. And needless to say, in case you have any questions from today's session, that's number one, or anything what you want to know more about, we at Team Sowtex will be more than happy to tell you more about it, to tell you a detailed demo about it. We have our team which can come to you instantly and tell you online. Of course, it is nowadays, it is always possible. We can come online with you, tell us, tell you the way every single function which we have told today works, because we want to make sure that you can get going with your business as soon as possible. And if Sowtex can be of help in that, what better than that? We will be happy to help, right? with this, we come to an end of today's session, but nothing is complete till the time we have a set of questions coming from the people. So now is the time where I am eagerly looking to hear from you. If you have any questions with regards to the session today, and what you can do is you can either post a question in the chat box. Chat box is we have a fairly right now you can either put it in Q&A box, or you can leave a question in the chat box. We are monitoring the chat box, each one of us. If you leave us a question, we can answer it right now. Our experts are here to tell you about that. So take a moment and put a question in the chat box or in the Q&A box. We'll be happy to share. Sonal, any questions which have come in the past? Do you see that? Some questions?
So before that, I would just like to add to one more additional point in case if you feel challenged or you feel that you would like to have a direct conversation, just raise your hand. The icon is there right in the bottom of your screen. We'll allow you to speak directly live with all the members who are there in the room, and you can put up the question directly to us. And in terms of a few questions that they were not exactly questions, but we had a message from the user where they pointed out the fact that the mobile app on the Android of Sowtex is working a little slow. So we have taken up your concern, and we will definitely reach out to you. The team will reach out to you just to understand exactly the challenge that you're facing with your mobile app. In case, as you rightly mentioned, that you've already updated, but you're facing that the app is working slow, we will reach out to you just to see what are the configurations of your phone. So sometimes what actually happens with the fact, because we're working on the technology and we're also evolving with the system, the technology is working out very fast nowadays. And what is happening is with the change of the screen size, the screens of the different phones, whether because of the mobile phone market is very fast, and it is faster than the app store market, which is there at the moment. So the size of the screens are changing, and then the algorithms and the configurations of some of the newer phones are from a different tangent altogether. But if you, the team will reach out to you from the technical side, and they will check your phone specifications, and in case there has to be some configuration that needs to be changed, we will do that changes and we'll show it out to you. But as I showed out to you on the website, the information is working seamlessly. I showed you the complete demo session on this particular area. So in case if you still feel any challenge, please let us know. Just reach out to Team Sowtex or your Connect managers, and we will be happy to address your concerns live here. So,
all right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Sonal, for the share. Yes, let's see. I'm actively looking to see if there are any more questions which have come up. All right. So I would like to ask you, Kathy, here one point. I know that you keep doing a lot of demos here to a lot of people. What are some of the most common challenges what people are facing with the demos, or with while they are implementing this? Are there certain challenges, or are there certain regular questions which come to you during these demo sessions and all that? Can you think of one such question?
So one concern which comes up for a lot of people is that, do they need internet for this software? Okay. So yes, you do need internet for this software. For the software to work, for the websites to work, to download the assets and everything, you need an internet connection. Another challenge which comes up is people don't know how if the fit of what is the fit of the garment and what is the size of the garment. Let's say you can see in my background there's an image of a lehenga. Let's say you want to know what the flare of that is. So that is a technical question, and that can be answered in the mini tech pack which is provided. So that has all the details. There is no concern about the accuracy, and that has the model measurements as well. And also in the 2D pattern, you can make alterations. When you purchase that, you can make all the pre-production alterations.
Wonderful. I think that's a very, very valuable information, because I know that for the people who are interested there, this could be very, very critical. So good, good to hear that. And Sonal, I'm going to come to you, and I know that this is a question which a lot of people do end up asking. I know Sowtex has come up with solutions on the design side of it, on the learning and connect side of it, right? Do you think that at Sowtex network, there is something which is very new and which is still unexplored by our users? Is this a feature which you think can really make a difference but not yet used? Because I know that you have a lot of analytics coming from the app as well as the web app. What do you think about that?
See, there are two, while I showed to you one feature in much more detail, which is a stock feature. But the very silent feature which we've inbuilt into the app is a capacity locator. The capacity locator is one of a very important and integral part of the industry. A lot of factories face the challenge of imbalance of the capacity utilization. There are times of the years where the business is at peak, and we're always, they're overloading of the orders. The buyers are placing the orders and you don't have the capacity. And on the other side, there are factories which are not having too much of productions. So there is almost, there are factories who are working on the winter season. There are factories who are working on the summer season. So knowing that there is a capacity to manufacture, the line production and everything is the same, but because of the fact that there is a lot of imbalance in the industry, so that is an area which can be rightly utilized. Currently, with our statistics, what we have from the industry when we develop this particular area, we know that any factory, an average factory, ends up using only 55% of its capacity in a complete year,
Oh.
which is a loss of 45% in the production capacity in the ecosystem, which is a lot of resources going down the drain, the manpower, the humans, and the machinery, and the capital cost, which is infused with this. With this simple application, what we have done is given an opportunity for manufacturers to upload their idle capacity on the platform. Now, what happens is when you upload the idle capacity in the platform, people on the other side of the ecosystem are aware that you have the capacity. Maybe during that time when your capacity is idle, you may or may not get the inquiries onto your funnel. But as we progress, as people start adopting to this technology feature, you will start understanding the fact that there can be a factory within a neighborhood just about 3 blocks away where you are struggling to fulfill your orders. You are having a sleepless nights because the order has to be shipped on a next date and you already have last minute approvals coming in. Now what to do? Either you ask for the extension from the buyer, or you end up paying the air freight, or you end up having the cancellation of the orders. Why have this situation when you can ask for a support? See, of course, I can understand that within the industry, there are too much of permutation combination in terms of the compliances, the quality control, and other specification aspects to it. But what we are bringing onto is a first level of open channel where you can start engaging with the industry as a whole.
Yeah.
So there can be people within your region, within your cluster, within your state, within your country, depending upon the kind of product that you're manufacturing. So if you have idle capacity, upload it. If you have a surplus capacity, if you have a surplus order, and rather than saying no to the customer, just simply go and search it out. Reach out to Sowtex team, and we're there to help you with support and bridge this community gap, which is available, which can be done through technology. And as a platform, as I said, we have a good business community which is coming in together. It's the 16,000 members which are there from the Indian subcontinent, from the overseas market. This helps you to engage and collaborate with the fellow members. It brings in the opportunities for the fellow members. So that's an area which I really want, maybe down the line, once once we become slightly more, intuitive and in terms of the technology, we want to share out this information to people at large. So one of the information that we've just rolled out very recently is a Sowtex newsletter, wherein now through a weekly or a bi-weekly newsletter, we're bringing out the stocks, the available ready stocks which are there in the market, with some of the manufacturers or retailers or exporters. Sometimes you have situations where the orders get cancelled at the last moment due to whatever reason, payments, pricing, freight areas. So, we understand these are part and parcel of the areas, but rather than liquidating that stock at throwaway prices, you put the information, reach out to Team Sowtex, and we will take an initiative of sharing it on the ecosystem so that you get a fair value of your product that you are producing. So why liquidate it for a peanut price when you can actually have a better realization for your product? So those are some of the new areas that we have brought on to this, and we will continuously, we as a company, we are also evolving. It's just been 4 years, and I'm happy that we've been able to build up the ecosystem, and we are able to improvise on our technology fronts, and we opened and synergize the areas and the requirements based on the needs and the ask from the users. So we'll keep building up in this particular space at this point of time. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Sonal, for this explanation. There's another question, rather a suggestion from Mr. Mahendra Kumar, and he says that I think there is a problem with uploading pictures of a bigger sizes, and then he says that if it was a tool where the upload pictures are adjusted to the required size automatically, it will be really wonderful, because at times of uploading too big a picture, it becomes an issue, and then you're asked to reduce the pictures. I think he's facing a problem there. What do you have to say about it, Sonal?
So, as I said, Mr. Mahendra Kumar, the technology nowadays is moving faster than any human being. So when we started working on this particular application, there was a time when there was a requirement that a product has to be shown so that it can be fastly circulated between the different platforms. When I say different platform, whether it's a web application, whether it's a mobile application, so the product has to seamlessly open up. So if you upload a high-res image in a web application, it has to open up in the same way in a mobile application also. So if we put a high-res there and it is not downloading on the web application, it becomes easier and difficult. Now I say that this is a problem which is of a past, not brought into the today's world, because the fact that the WhatsApp and the Facebook and everybody has changed the dynamics of the business. And with this, their kind of technology expertise that these big companies have, they're able to adjust the sizes and they're able to change, and we're able to share the images on a WhatsApp in a very easy way. So I would suggest you one small thing. While we are improving on this particular area also, and very soon when we work on our next technology upgrade, this is an area which is rightly in our in our book, or I would say in our preview, that we have to take care of this particular problem. I would just simply make a small request. While now that you're uploading the bigger high-res images, you can just do it in a smaller size or use it from a WhatsApp-based image, because WhatsApp has a technology where they can resize, they can make it compact, and they can enlarge. So the moment you download the image from the WhatsApp, it can enlarge also. We're still working on upgrading our complete technology in this particular area. We know that being in the fashion industry and the textile industry, this is very, very integral for us to make sure that we keep growing in the future years. So we are working on this particular area, on this particular challenge. But for now, you can just use the WhatsApp image and upload it on the platform so that it becomes easier for you to access both on the web and the mobile app. And when you are on the web app, what happens is we have given the option to the user to enlarge, to see the image bigger, so that you can see the colors properly, you can see sometimes the textures properly. So that's an area which we are still working with our tech team. And once we upgrade, which is going to be in a few weeks or few months, I don't know, because that's an time which is left onto the IT team to take it on. but you will have a seamless experience where you can enlarge the high-res images, make it small, work on different platforms, whether it's mobile, whether it is on web, and see it in every resolution, and you will have a seamless experience. So yes, we are working on it, and thanks for bringing on that point also. But definitely we are working on that particular area.
Super. Thank you so much, Sonal. And yes, I think that'll be nice if these kind of things can come in. It's always a time of evolution, and yes, it is these suggestions from our users which can keep us going with the constant evolution. And we are definitely working behind the scenes to make sure that we can make the user experience as better as possible. We can be more as tech advanced as we can to make sure that every single user has the prereq has the a good experience working with on Sowtex platform. And thank you so much, Mr. Mahendra Kumar, for these suggestions. So with this, I would once again like to request you for the links which were sent. In case you still haven't, please click on the link and review us, or leave a review how the session was, and we'll be more than happy to connect with you. In case you are looking to for a demo of any of these, need more information on Sowtex Design Lab, we will be happy to give you a demo. Need more information or connect with any of the consultants, we will be more than happy to help you out connecting to a consultant. Look at Sowtex connect.sowtex.com, and we'll be happy to engage with you. With this, I think, Sonal, it is 6:40. People have stayed back with us for an hour and 40 minutes already. And I would like to thank you both, Sonal as well as Khyati, for engaging with the community today, telling us what are the possibilities of growing their business, and also helping them know what are the ways of really going a step beyond what they're already doing in their business. And once again, thank you to all of you, all the community, for being here today. We really are indebted to you for the support which you give it to us every week. It's been, I would say, 1.5 years since we have been doing these events every single week. And we really love that the support you give it to us every single week, and the way you have helped us evolve to what we have become over the number of years, over the number of months in the past of this month of this time of pandemic. Thank you so much, all of you. And we are definitely looking forward to seeing you next week with a very, very interesting event, which is going to be Destination Surat. Why Surat can be, or it is, one of the best textile sourcing hubs, and why you should work with Surat and the companies therein. We'll have a very amazing panel, which we'll be declaring in a day or so. And we are looking forward to seeing you all next week. With this, I would like to have a wonderful bye to all of you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Sonal and Khyati, for being here today. Looking forward to see you next week, Thursday, 5 p.m., 4:45 p.m. Log in. We'll be definitely logging in by 4:55. Great. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
देने के लिए भाई तुम्हें पता नहीं होता कि तुम्हें क्या चीजें ठीक करानी है।